Oh, hello there. Yes, well, good grief. Val Kilmer died. Yes, he was a actor occasionally, wasn't he? Yes. Notoriously difficult man. I think my favourite actory quote was from a director that he locked heads with, who said of him that he wouldn't even cast him as a lead in the Val Kilmer story, which has always tickled me. Yes, anyway, yeah, he was in that other Top Gun, wasn't he? Dear God, what an appalling movie. Anyway, oh dear, no. Anyway, yes, it was an appalling day, wasn't it, yesterday? What with the whole tariffs thing and the British government deciding to, well, jump around and decide to just, throw money at yet more rich Americans, in essence. Did like this from, Blair-related think tank. The UK needs to relax AI laws or risk transatlantic ties. Think tank warns. Tony Blair Institute, oh good, says enforcing stricter licensing rules for copyright-related material will threaten national security interests. Oh my God, Tony Blair, national security interests. Oh, that sounds awful. One of the things I think that often a lot of people who are vaguely right-wing or enormously right-wing or just, people that come here to be rude to me, and we know who they are, is this notion that somehow I'm keen on the notion of a sort of Blairite-style governments. Really not. Yes, the guy's a nasty warmonger who really should be in The Hague. There you go. Don't really want any lessons from him. But I suppose, if you're going to kowtow to the Americans, we need to do it properly, just like Tony did, eh? And you can see all the positive results of that. Yes. Still, Brexit enables us to, well, kowtow to unelected Americans, doesn't it? Which brings us, of course, very neatly on to Elon Musk. And there was very, very heartwarming news yesterday because he's poured a great deal of his money into trying to ensure that a judge in Wisconsin, his man, beat the Democratic person, and they didn't, because it transpires that across the board in America, basically, Elon Musk isn't very well liked. Very much like he isn't here. Despite the fact what various sections of the media will try and tell you, no, he's not Iron Man, no, he's not likeable, no, he's not funny, he's just an incredibly thin-skinned, perfect example of why you don't really want to have autistic people around you. Yes, I can say that as an SEN teacher because I deal with an awful lot of autistic people. Okay, it's not me being rude about autistic people, but he does display an awful lot of the traits which you don't necessarily want in somebody who basically is responsible for running various sections of the American government. Just no empathy, no understanding, just doesn't care about anybody other than himself and his own particular narrow worldview. Still, you can throw a great deal of money, but unfortunately, of course, you have to then rely on people going along with you. So we can just expect once more that the American government, along in the same way that various people in the UK political sphere will simply change the rules so that basically that form of democracy doesn't count. You may recall, going back to Tony Blair, that there were 500,000 people on the streets of London suggesting they didn't want to go to war with various Middle Eastern nations. But that doesn't stop anything, does it? Because you are a serf and they are very important people. How do we know they're important people? Because they're rich. Why are they rich? Because they're very special. Must be, mustn't they? How do we know they're special? Because they're rich. See? Really, really simple. I'm surprised you can't think that way. Well, no, I don't. I don't at all. Still, that means that I should be a troublemaker. Officially, need to be laws against me. What a good idea. Anyway, do have a glorious later on in the week. My God, it's very, very close to me not being at work for a while, and I'm quite looking forward to it because I've had enough. I've had enough of all of it. All of it. The pox and a plague on all of your houses.